What's happening, guys? So, I'm on jury duty for the foreseeable future. So, what I'm going to be doing for until this is over is I'm just going to be kind of filming them in one shot, no editing, so I have a chance to like actually get everything out in a reasonable time fashion or whatever. So, yeah, this one is a poll winner. This is Wagakki Band, doing Homura and Akatsuki no Ito, first Japan tour 2015. Cool. I know Homura from the first take with Lisa, and that was a fantastic video. I really like. I want to hear more of Lisa, honestly. But anyway, let's just jump into this bad boy. Cool. I like these guys, man. They got something nobody else has, you know. Sounds like the beginning of Twisted Metal. Oh shit. This is like the darkest they've seemed so far. Nice. I love me a good lead, man. And no, I still haven't seen Demon Slayer. This is from Demon Slayer, right? Or was that Grunge? I don't remember. I love the flowers on that guitar too, man. What a cool ass paint job. Ooh. Nice little harmony under there. What's doing the harmony? Wow, they're pretty tight. Okay, but I got a question here. I know I don't like pausing in the middle of solos, but the solo's been going on for over a minute. So, is this an instrumental track? I'm guessing it is. My question is, where the hell is the rest of the band? Don't they have like 19 other members? Or like 7, you know? Something like that. This seems like it's just the, you know, the regular rock instruments, right? Like this is like, we got a drum, guitar, bass. But like, I feel like I heard other instruments in here, right? We do have the other set of drums, obviously. We got the 2 sets of drums. The sound of that second drum set, I mean, it makes everything feel so much thicker, you know? Thick. Everyone loves them thick, you know? Woo. Alright, bassist. Let's take the lead here, baby. What you got? Ooh. A little bluesy feeling here. Alright. Singer's out here. With her thing. Oh, I have so many questions. I have so many questions. What? Okay, first of all, she seems really nasty at that. I don't know what it takes to be nasty at that, but she seems nasty at it. What is she holding in her right hand? Is that like sort of like a pick? Is that like, it looks almost like a mini fan. Is she using that as a pick? I guess that's what you use for this instrument. Also, if y'all don't know, cool as hell, man. You know, like a violin or something along those lines. Not all string instruments have fretboards, you know? So like a guitar, you know what fret you're on. Like, you know, this is why it's easy to read tablature, right? Because it'll say like 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll show you what fret you're supposed to play on each string, right? And it's so easy to find it because you could feel around, even if you're not looking at the guitar, you could feel around where the inlays are, right? So you know which one to go to next. Something like this, it's like you got to actually just, I don't see any fret. I don't think there's any frets on there at all. So, like, I think you just got to, like, know where to put your finger, right? So, like, that just in general has always been a million times harder for me. If you're a guitarist and you try to pick up something that doesn't have a fretboard, I mean, immediately you feel bad about yourself. Like, damn, I should have known where that was without having to feel around for it. Damn, it's so fast. This instrument, man. It's played so fast. Ooh. Now I feel like we're on a Street Fighter 2 stage. Guitarist is pretty wicked. Liking the guitarist. Ooh. Brrr, brrr, brrr. Someone let me know if the second drummer, you know, the traditional drum set has a bass pedal, a double bass. Excuse me, because I'm hearing here, right? Like, but it could just be the regular drummer. I'm wondering what the other guy's doing here. Oh, he's doing the rolls. Is he rolling on the tom? He is. So while the kick drum on the first drummer is going, this guy's going. This is really cool, man. I was wondering why it sounded so fat and, you know, like I said, thick. Feels thick. Sounds thick. Felt a little Dream Theater in there, too. They definitely have elements of progressiveness, you know? That's the coolest fucking instrument, man. That's the coolest instrument in this band. This string thing, I know y'all have told me, like, even in Patreon, like, what the names of all the instruments are. I've gotten DMs and stuff, and I've read them, but my memory ain't what it used to be. Not that it was ever good, but I don't remember what any of them are called. You guys can keep telling me. Eventually I'll get it. Maybe. But I am loving this thing. It sounds so fucking cool, man. Ooh. She's got a ton of control over her vocals. Listen to this time. Listen to that timing, man. Like, it feels like the wind instrument is very, like, kind of living on its own island. Ooh! The timing of it is so interesting. I wonder if it's just how this guy plays, or if it's like how you play this instrument in general. But it's like you've got a pretty consistent timing signature for the rest of the band, right? But this flute-looking thing, I don't remember what it's called again. It's going back and forth from these like long sustained notes to these really, really fast ones out of nowhere, right? So it's like, while the rest of the band is staying pretty consistent on the timing. It's just a really interesting, like, sort of, you know, juxtaposition. Ooh, these instrumentalists, man. Nice tapping. Oh, what a change. Dude, I gotta say, like, I absolutely love how she sings. Now, I know that this is, like, sort of the general style for, you know, traditional Japanese music, right? Like, the way that she does her vocals. But I haven't heard a lot of that. So, like, to me, this is a very new, fresh thing. So, like, when I hear her do that, and, like, hitting all those notes, like, I don't know exactly what they're called, but there's, like, these notes that are, like, in between other notes, right? In between the root notes. I don't remember what they're called, man. When I got to how to play guitar, I was you know, half asleep for the majority of it. So when it comes to the basics and like the technical terms for things, I don't remember any of that shit, honestly. But what I do know is that she's hitting all these notes that are in between the root notes of her vocals, which kind of like from like an outside point of view, or from somebody, put it this way, from somebody that's mostly focused on like mainstream music. And generally hears the same sort of scales and notes over and over again. This might sound a little strange to them, hearing these like off-kilter notes in between the main notes, but like to me, I mean, it adds this element of freshness, which is you just can't get from, you know, staying within the normal, you know, American scales that mainstream music uses today. And I love how like her vibrato is just like it's like a wave, you know what I'm saying? Like going like this. Is that the guitar? Really nice harmony, by the way. Is this guy playing this lead while he's singing? Is that what's happening? I was wondering. Like, I was like, this is a guitarist, right? He is. This dude's fucking tapping while he's singing. What a nut job. It's like really slow tapping, too. That's fucking cool, man. What a cool fucking band, man. I mean, they've literally got something. I say this like, it's almost over, but I say this with, you know, bands that I like often, because the things that like really stand out to me are like uniqueness and creativity, right? So like when I find something that I really like, I say, this is something new, you know? And this is something that you don't see often. And this is, but this, when I say it about them, it's like, it has more meaning than when I say it about anybody else. Like, I mean, this is literally something that I've never heard before. I'm not sure that I'll hear anything like it again, at least not to the standard that they're performing it at, right? This is a band that's like living in its own little bubble of uniqueness. I fucking love it. And, you know, it wouldn't be that cool if they weren't that good of instrumentalists, right? Like, if they were just decent, but had this gimmick, it would be a cool gimmick, but you know, I won't listen to it, right? But because they're really, really good, right? Like, they're really, really talented, that's like, changes everything. It makes the gimmick worth doing. I just don't like talking over the music. What's this guy hitting now? He's just got a giant drum back there. I don't know, that might be the bass drum. Fucking cool, man. I could just watch these guys and just like marvel at the uniqueness of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, there's not something you come across on an everyday basis. Now, if you live out there in Japan, actually I know that the majority of my viewers are now from Japan. I don't know when that happened, but it happened. If you guys are out in Japan, I'm wondering, like, are there other bands they're doing a similar style to them, where they're combining the rock music with the traditional instruments? Or is this very unique and on its own. And if they are doing something like this, they're not nearly as good, right? Like, I can't imagine... These are, like, world-class instrumentalists, right? And the actual composition of the music is really interesting. And really... It still sounds like a song. It still sounds kind of familiar, you know? It's not throwing you off too much. There's still a structure to it, but it's like a structure that kind of, like, veered off its path a little bit, right? So, like, I don't know, man. Everything that they do, I find myself involved in, like, very, like, invested in, right? I don't know. I think they're fucking cool. Anyway, I'm out here.